On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Variant.
Something that is slightly different from others of the same type.
Examples:
Variant types of pigeon. A variant of the same word. The first variant of the virus appeared in less than a month.
Coronavirus.
A group of viruses that cause respiratory, gastrointestinal, and neurological diseases in humans and other animals.
Examples:
Coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Dominant.
More important, influential, or easy to notice than anything else of the same type.
Examples:
Achieve a dominant share. Dominant force. Her company soon won a dominant market share.
Transmissible.
Of or connected with something, such as a disease or trait, able to be passed or transmitted from one person or organism to another.
Examples:
Transmissible through contact. Maximum transmissible data size. The disease is highly transmissible and can be transmitted through close contact with infected individuals.
Delta.
A triangular area of low and flat land that is formed when a river flows into a larger body of water and deposits sediment, an object shaped like an equilateral triangle.
Examples:
River deltas. Delta cone. The Nile Delta is a rich and fertile region that has supported agriculture for thousands of years.
Clash.
A fight or argument between two groups of people, a loud noise caused by striking against something.
Examples:
A clash of viewpoints. A clash between the two task forces. Her dress was a disturbing clash of colors.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Hypothesis.
A proposed idea or explanation that is based on a few known facts, but has not yet been proven to be true or accurate.
Examples:
Test my hypothesis. A bold hypothesis. This evidence supports the Big Bang hypothesis.
Isolate.
To physically or socially separate someone or something from other people or things.
Examples:
Isolate a compound. Isolate a patient. You should not isolate them from the community.
Susceptible.
Easily influenced, harmed, or affected by something.
Examples:
A susceptible young woman. Susceptible of proof. Well-stretched muscles are less susceptible to injury.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Transmit.
To send or forward an electronic signal, to pass something from one person or thing to another.
Examples:
Transmit the disease. Transmit information. Parents often transmit their characteristics to their children.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Simulate.
To make a pretense of someone's behavior or looks. To reproduce something that exists in real life using computers, models, etc., usually for study or training purposes.
Examples:
Simulate climate change. Simulate a future scenario. He had painted the wood to simulate stone.
Drastic.
Radical and extreme, likely to have a significant or far-reaching impact.
Examples:
Drastic measures. Make drastic revision. The global community is undergoing drastic changes at present.
Simplify.
To make something more straightforward, more understandable, or easier to do.
Examples:
Simplify my life. Simplify the process. Please simplify your explanation for the children.
Accurate.
Correct and exact in all details.
Examples:
Provide accurate information. Accurate measurements. The official transcript contains accurate academic records.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Extinction.
The complete disappearance of a species from the earth.
Examples:
Extinction prevention. Brink of extinction. The extinction of the dinosaurs is thought to have been caused by an asteroid impact.
Particle.
A small piece of something, a word or piece of a term with grammatical function, but little or no significance.
Examples:
Charged particle. Particle energy. We can calculate the position of the particles statistically.
Observable.
That can be noticed or seen.
Examples:
Observable change. Experimentally observable. Any theorem relies on both observable fact and assumption.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Extinct.
No longer in existence.
Examples:
Extinct by human activity. Long extinct volcano. Many species have become extinct due to habitat destruction and other human activities.
Influenza.
Formal for flu, a highly contagious viral disease that causes fever, severe aching, and catarrh and often occurs in epidemics.
Examples:
An epidemic outbreak of influenza. Influenza B strain. The research institute allocated a lot of money to study the cause and prevention of influenza.
Lineage.
The ancestry of a person, group, or species.
Examples:
Maternal lineage. Lineage tree. Scientists traced the lineage of the species back millions of years by studying fossils.
Mask.
To conceal something, noun, a covering that you wear over your face to hide it.
Examples:
Mask body odor. An oxygen mask. The politician tried to mask the corruption.
Dramatically.
In a very impressive manner.
Examples:
He confessed dramatically. The cabin pressure fell dramatically. Life expectancy has grown dramatically this century.
Reservoir.
A natural or artificial lake used to store water for community use, a large or extra supply of something.
Examples:
A reservoir of facts. Water reservoir. The machine pumps up crude oil from a deep underground reservoir.
Cycle.
An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs, a bicycle or motorcycle.
Examples.
The cycle of the seasons. Go to the workplace by cycle. The food chain causes a material cycle.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples.
Severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Overrun.
To invade or occupy a place or territory by force, especially in large numbers. Noun, the act of taking control or overwhelming something or someone.
Examples.
Overrun an area. Garden overrun with weeds. The invading army quickly may overrun the small country and took control of its capital city.
Invasive.
Spreading very quickly, and often aggressively, and difficult to stop.
Examples.
Invasive breast cancer. Invasive species. The invasive disease can spread quickly and potentially cause a global pandemic.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples.
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Myxoma.
A benign equals non-cancerous tumor that is made up of connective tissue cells and contains a large amount of mucus equals a thick, slimy substance.
Examples.
Myxoma surgery. Infected myxoma. His myxoma tumor was discovered during a routine medical examination and was successfully removed through surgery.
Lethal.
Causing or capable of causing death, extremely dangerous.
Examples.
Lethal injection. Lethal weapon. Malignant hypertension is the most lethal form of hypertension.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples.
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Outbreak.
A sudden start of something, usually a disease or something dangerous or unpleasant.
Examples.
Infectious disease outbreaks. The outbreak of hostilities. The government predicts an epidemic outbreak of multiple viruses, including coronaviruses and influenza.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples.
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Mutation.
The way in which genes of a person, plant, animal, or other organism change and produce permanent differences.
Examples:
Mutation of DNA. Hereditary mutation. Radiation often promotes genetic mutations in plants and animals.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Strain.
A force or pressure that stretches or pulls something, sometimes causing damage. Biology, a group of organisms within a species that differ in trivial ways from similar groups.
Examples:
Strain our eyes. A strain of bacillus. Dictators of the past often had the erroneous idea of a pure racial strain.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples:
Cross-cousin marriage. Cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Mount.
To increase, go up, or advance gradually or continuously, to prepare and supply with the necessary equipment for execution or performance, to ride on something or someone.
Examples:
Mount a hill. Mount a counterattack. They mounted pictures on the paper in preparation for the birthday card.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
Immune from criminal prosecution. The cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
Bounce.
To cause to move up or away after hitting a surface, to spring back.
Examples:
Bounce across the floor. Bounce back from failure. They will bounce between various emotional states.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Vaccine.
A substance that is put into the body and protects them from disease by causing them to produce antibodies, equals proteins that attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
Development of vaccines. An oral vaccine. The mRNA vaccine was approved in less than a year because it did not contain the fragments of the target virus.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Smallpox.
A highly contagious viral disease characterized by fever, weakness, spots on the skin, and often death.
Examples:
Smallpox epidemic. Smallpox vaccine. An outbreak of smallpox occurred in the 1920s.
Rinderpest.
Also known as cattle plague, a viral disease that affects cloven-hoofed animals, including cattle, goats, and sheep, characterized by fever, diarrhea, and respiratory symptoms, and it can be fatal in severe cases.
Examples:
Rinderpest virus. Rinderpest control measures. The rinderpest outbreak led to the loss of many livestock.
Cattle.
Cows, bulls, and buffaloes that are raised for their milk or meat as farm animals.
Examples:
Cattle barn. Cattle hide. The cattle are on the grassland and grazing.
Outcompete.
To be more successful in competition than someone or something.
Examples:
Outcompete peers. Outcompete domestic producers. To outcompete its rivals, the company invested heavily in research and development.
Viral.
Relating to or caused by a virus.
Examples:
Fight viral infections. Detect a viral code. This device can more accurately detect viral pathogens.
Carve.
To create something by cutting wood or stone, to turn sharply.
Examples:
Carve a statue. Carve my name on the plate. This statue is carved from a single tree trunk.
Distinct.
Noticeable from something else of a similar type.
Examples:
Distinct difference. Distinct from each other. It is essential to keep these two issues distinct.
Niche.
A specialized role or position that a species occupies within an ecosystem, a job or position particularly well suited to the person who occupies it.
Examples:
Niche market. Every niche of society. The species occupies a unique niche in the ecosystem as a top predator.
Respiratory.
Relating to the organs and processes involved in breathing, such as the lungs and the act of inhaling and exhaling air.
Examples:
respiratory failure, alleviate respiratory ailments. Chronic respiratory disorders, such as asthma, can significantly impact a person's quality of life.
Tract.
A region of land, often with a specific purpose or use, such as farming, forestry, or mining, a bundle of nerves or a system of organs in the body.
Examples:
a urinary tract infection, a tract of virgin forest. The farmer owns a large tract of land where he grows corn and soybeans.
Norovirus.
A virus that causes gastroenteritis equals inflammation of the stomach and intestines, that is highly contagious and is often spread through contaminated food or water or by close contact with an infected person.
Examples:
norovirus outbreak, suffer from norovirus. Proper hand hygiene is essential in preventing the spread of norovirus.
Intestine.
A long, tube-like organ in the digestive system that is responsible for absorbing nutrients from food and eliminating waste products.
Examples:
large intestine, intestine wall. The small intestine is responsible for absorbing most of the nutrients from food.
Coexist.
To live or exist together at the same time in the same place.
Examples:
coexist with nature, coexist with diversity. The different species can coexist in the same ecosystem by filling different niches and using different resources.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
science of ecology, the ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Hepatitis.
A medical condition in which the liver becomes inflamed, often as a result of infection by a virus.
Examples:
chronic hepatitis, viral hepatitis. The patient was diagnosed with hepatitis C and will need treatment to clear the virus from her body.
Occupy.
To consume all of someone's space, attention, or time.
Examples:
occupy his time, occupy a position. The young prince will soon occupy the throne.
Nucleus.
The central and most important part of something. Biology, a part of the cell containing DNA and RNA and responsible for growth and reproduction. Physics, the very dense central region of an atom.
Examples:
Form a nucleus. The nucleus of a team. DNA is stored in the nucleus of a cell.
Cytoplasm.
The gel-like substance that fills the cell and surrounds the cell's organelles made up of water, ions, and organic molecules.
Examples:
The cytoplasm of muscle fiber. A small cellular organ of cytoplasm. The cell's cytoplasm is filled with various organelles that perform different functions.
Epidemiology.
The study of the distribution and determinants of health-related states or events, including diseases, in specified populations, and the application of this study to the control of health problems.
Examples:
Epidemiology research. Cancer epidemiology. The epidemiology of influenza has been well studied over the years, leading to the development of effective vaccines and treatment strategies.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Regardless.
Not paying attention or considering something or someone even if the situation is bad or there are difficulties.
Examples:
Regardless of the difficulties. Regardless tread. People can pick out superior products regardless of the quality of the advertising.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples:
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Conceivable.
Imaginable or possible to understand or believe in the mind.
Examples:
Conceivable way. Conceivable emergency. It is challenging to defend every conceivable target. Cataclysm. A sudden violent event that changes the Earth's environment, such as a flood or a war.
Examples:
Global cataclysm. Existential cataclysm. The earthquake was a cataclysm from which the local people never recovered. Disaster. An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples:
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.